The New York Jets are absolutely garbage. Last year they had Aaron Rodgers, and he just didn't lead their team to any success, even though he was a proven veteran. And the year before that, Aaron Rodgers got hurt and they had to have Zach Wilson. This team has just not been good in a very long time. They have lots of talent like Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, the Williams brothers, Quinnen and Quincy, and Sauce Gardner, but their team is never able to put it together. The Jets also have the longest playoff drought in major sports right now. And so today, I am coming into New York and I am going to try to fix this team. We have Josh Reynolds and Justin Fields. These are two main additions from this offseason. And so I'm just hoping that I can coach your team to at least some success, somewhat. This is going to be a really, really tough rebuild, especially considering that I need to win 2 Super Bowls in order for this video to be done. Alright, come on guys, I just want to win our first game of the season against the 49ers here, but we fumble it away and we end up losing 28-17. Justin Fields played alright. He had 146 yards and didn't throw for a touchdown, but he did run for a touchdown. He had a great rushing game, 79 rushing yards. Breece Hall was just alright, and Garrett Wilson was garbage, only 26 receiving yards on 1 catch. Sauce Gardner did play pretty good, and Quincy Williams forced a fumble, but Quinnen Williams was garbage, only 1 tackle. The main bright spot on this team is Breece Hall. Breece Hall could potentially be a perfect running back, 10 out of 10 catching, 10 out of 10 strength, 10 out of 10 speed, and 10 out of 10 stamina, and he's only 24 years old, so I am going to be keeping Breece for as long as I possibly can. Let's just beat the Titans here. There is no way we lose to Will Levis. And we do get a win. This is our first win as a team. Somehow the Patriots are undefeated, so we did lose, unsurprisingly. From here, I'm going to be skipping all the way to the trade deadline. For you, it'll be quick, but for me, it'll be like 10-15 minutes.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So we are at the trade deadline, and our team is 3-5. Our offense is up to 3.5 stars, and our defense is also up to 3.5 stars. And we were able to sign Lucas Harbisick, the kicker, for free, basically. But I really don't like where our team is going. We're only $1 million below the cap. Only $1 million below? No, only $1 million below the cap. Which means we can't really, oh my gosh, that's an ancient rookie. Which means we can't really sign anybody unless we want to get rid of a player. Like, we could get rid of Lucas Harbisick to sign a player worth $4 million. There aren't really even many good players for $4 million. Justin Fields having a great season, 322 rushing yards on the ground. And only 1 pick with a 63% completion percentage, 18 touchdowns, 2,300 yards. Breece Hall, there is no way I'm trading this guy away. No matter how poorly he plays, he's a really good running back. Garrett Wilson playing well, bounced back after a garbage first game, and Josh Reynolds also playing really, really well. Quinnen Williams is fine, Quincy is fine. Sauce Gardner, though, has not played that well. I feel like defensively, there is no way we get rid of Sauce because he's only 25. You know, sure, he's having a little bit of a rough season, not even getting 5 tackles a game and only has 1 interception. But, you know, it's Sauce Gardner. We can't get rid of him, and this game is not, but in real life, he's definitely one of, if not the best cornerbacks in the league. The only players that I really feel like I would ship away would be one of the receivers or one of the Williams. Couldn't really get much for the kicker. I think I'm going to have to stick with my current team. I don't want to. I want to become contenders. But honestly, if we tank and get a good pick, that's fine either way. At the bye week, we're 5-5-1. We're at the very bottom of our division, which could totally be a problem in the future that we've got a tied record and we're so bad in the division. Currently, we're the 10 seed. Our team has gone on an insane resurgence through the rest of the year. We're 9-6-1. We're not last place in the division, and we're the 6th seed, which makes me think that we could absolutely make the playoffs, even if we lose this next game. So this is a huge game for us. If we win, we're probably in the playoffs. And wow, we have won a game, which now puts us in the playoffs with a 10-6-1 record. We are going to be the 6th seed, and we're playing against the Cleveland Browns, who are way too good in this game. So we just have to see what happens here. But the playoff drought has finally been broken in only year 1 for me. The Browns are beating us by quite a bit, so I'm going to jump into the game here. But, you know, Garrett Wilson playing pretty well, gets us the first down here. Now we're throwing it up to Reynolds, and it's caught. Wow. And there's Breece Hall. He's going to get the stiff arm. He's going to keep going. We do have to take a timeout, though, but what a great run for him. Here we go. We're going to throw. We have to throw it up to the tight end, and it's picked. just a little bit overthrown by Justin Fields, and we only put up 6 points in the first round. But it's okay because we made the playoffs. We broke the Jets' playoff drought, which is just incredible. The Buffalo Bills end up winning the Super Bowl, and now we're going to the next season. Now there are 3 guys we need to bring back. Obviously, I'm re-signing Garrett Wilson. He's just too good for that. Then I'll also sign Josh Reynolds. And then I really don't know what to think about Justin Fields because sure he led us to the playoffs, but I also want to get young players on our team. So what I think I'm going to do is I do not think I'm going to be signing Justin Fields. And then I'm going to be looking in the draft for a quarterback. We have to see who we can get. And another rule to make this even more challenging is that I am not allowed to scout players. This rule ended up existing for this specific draft and none of the other ones because I forgot about it, and the rebuild also wasn't going that well. There's still a whole lot of time left in the video, and there would be even more time left if I hadn't gotten rid of this rule. Trade away my first round pick because we can definitely get him in the second round. Or not, I guess. Which leaves us with a pretty bad quarterback. It's either LaMichael Jeffrey or Ian Hardy. Jeffrey, this guy kind of seems like a dog. If you're bald at the age of 21, then you seem like a no-nonsense kind of guy, and I feel like that's kind of what we need here for the Jets. So LaMichael Jeffrey is the guy I am signing to our team, and he is just an all-right player. Now, we still have $19 million to sign a player, and Dean Andrews is just a really, really, really good defensive lineman here. He's a 4-star, so I'm just going to sign him right now, see how good he is, and he's got 4.5-star potential. I can't believe he fell all the way to the 3rd round, but now we're in a spot where we don't have a good quarterback. There is absolutely no way we would be able to get a good enough backup. And we also don't really have the salary cap room to go after someone else. We only have $5 million left, which means we might need to ship another one of our really good players in the offseason. And I don't know, LaMichael Jeffrey will have to see what his rookie debut is. He's definitely not a player I want to play, but we'll just have to see how it goes. And we lose 34-14. It was 34-0 at the end of the 3rd quarter. This guy is not that good. Actually, he was surprisingly decent in his first ever game. He only threw 1 incompletion, had almost 300 yards, and did not throw a single interception. He gets his first ever win as the starter. In this game, he throws for 258 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, if there was anybody I would want to sign, it would be an offensive coordinator. Mostly just because I want to see a good talent spotter coordinator who could get us, more potential for our young quarterback, especially since he's so good. But so far, we are 1-2 to start off the year. Going into our bye week, we are currently 3-3. LaMichael Jeffrey has been a really good quarterback for us. He doesn't have a ton of yards, only 1,500, but he does have 10 touchdowns and only 2 picks. So he's played pretty much exactly as I would expect a young quarterback who I really didn't have much trust in to start the season. Jeffrey has been playing pretty well. He has a 78% completion percentage, 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions through 6 games. I don't like the only 1,500 passing yards, though. He's only throwing for 256 yards per game, which is pretty garbage in Retro Bowl, and we're only 3-3. He at least is an alright player, and he at least is leading us to some success, and we're not last in the division. I knew I needed to make a move at the trade deadline because our team was just average and I wanted to make it back to the playoffs. There wasn't really much salary cap that we could work with, so I just decided to trade for 1-star rookie tight end, Mika Pouncey. He had crazy potential and I was hyping him up. I thought he was going to be a great player, a cornerstone of our franchise. I was thinking Super Bowl MVP in my mind, but he never turned out to be that good and I shipped him just a little bit later. Our defense is now officially a 5-star defense, which is pretty cool. It obviously doesn't really matter a ton, but it's just great to see that all of these guys have all combined to become a 5-star defense. Breece Hall just got hurt for 5 weeks. I don't know how a 5-week injury can be considered a minor injury, Retro Bowl, but it's alright, I guess. No! Now our quarterback's out. That's going to be rough. He's out for the rest of the regular season, and we're 8-7. We're right in the mix for the playoffs, the very, very edge. But, Breece Hall and our kicker are back at least. Second to last game of the year, we need to win this. But we're down by 8 going into the 4th, and they scored a touchdown, so this game's pretty much over. We're 8-8. We need something crazy to happen if we want to make the playoffs. So it looks like we're going to be going backwards in our second year here. I mean, we were able to beat the Bills. We would have needed to win maybe even like 2 more games if we wanted to see a playoff berth for our team. We were the 11th best team in the AFC, and we had a winning record. Like, only 4 teams in the entire AFC had a losing record, and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. We are going to have to lose our kicker, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. I'm looking for receivers, I guess, in this draft. And Dwayne Leal doesn't seem like he's that great of a receiver, but he seems better than what we have. He's already 3.5 star, and Josh Reynolds is a 3 star. Josh Reynolds is crazy expensive, so I'm getting rid of Josh Reynolds so I can sign Dwayne Leal. This guy has such insanely secure hands. His speed is just capped at a 6 out of 10, which is kind of rough, but it's okay. I have $11 million that I could use to trade for a player, so if there is a player that comes along that I could pick up for $11 million or less, I would absolutely take it. After some deliberation, I realized that the guy I wanted to trade for would be Garrett Williams. He's worth a 2nd round pick, so I'll offer a 2nd round pick, and the Cardinals rejected it. And now they're not willing for me to trade for him, which means my next option was going to be Noah Ingbohimi. So I'll try 2nd for him, and the Commanders accepted the offer, which means now we have a new defensive back. He's really fast. He's pretty young. We have him for 3 more years. He filled up our salary cap. And in our first game of the year against the other New York team, we win 17-10. At the trade deadline, we're currently 6-2, and we are the 2 seed in the playoffs. So I don't really feel like we need to make any trades. I'm kind of happy where we are right now. I think I'm going to keep the team together, keep it going, see if we can make the playoffs this year. I just realized that we're a really, really good team, but we only have 12% fans. So I decided that I'm going to start upgrading the stadium each week so that the fans can start liking the team more, can get more excited, and then can get us more coaching credits. And we have just finished the season with a 13-4 record, and we won the division for the first time. I thought winning the division was going to be a challenge. It definitely was. We needed a 13-4 record to do it. But, the Dolphins and the Patriots and the Bills all ended up with winning records. We just had the best winning record, and now we're coming into the playoffs as the 2 seed. We are down by 12 with only a minute left in this wildcard game, which means I am really going to need to lock in with our team, get us a win here. And let's go to the tight end, first play of the drive. And there goes Pouncey. He's going to get the first. We don't need to take a timeout yet. That's going to be mostly a next drive thing. And I'm even going to give it to Breece Hall here. See what he can do. He's going to get us a first down, keep going, get the stiff arm, get 17 yards. What a play. And I accidentally took a timeout there. Throw it up to the tight end. Pouncey's in for the touchdown. And the 2-point conversion is good. We need the onside kick here, though. With only 9% chance, will we get it? We won't. And they just kicked a field goal? No way. I don't know why the heck they decided to just kick a field goal and not try to go for a touchdown, but now it's only a 7-point game. And we basically need to score in 1 or 2 plays here. I'm audible and getting a better route for our guys, and it's not going to work, so I just throw it away here. And now we have our guy deep. We have him deep. There goes Garrett Wilson. Get down 5, 4, 3. Let me get the snap off. We've got 1 second left. Right here, this is to win the game. Up to Garrett Wilson. It's caught, but he's going to go down. And we lose in the wild card yet again to the 7 seed Ravens. And now we got to make it back here all over again. LaMichael Jeffrey, the quarterback, is going to win MVP. Breece Hall's going to win Offensive Player of the Year. And Dwayne Leal is going to win Rookie of the Year. We have 3 award winners for our team. Great to see LaMichael doing that, winning MVPs. The Cowboys just won the Super Bowl. The Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl before we did. Also, the Ravens made it all the way to the Super Bowl, so I can't be that upset about us losing to them. We gotta bring all of our guys back. Oh wait, we can't bring all of our guys back. Hold up. We gotta get rid of some of our players. And if it's anyone, it would unfortunately have to be Breece Hall. I don't know why I'm paying $30 million for a running back who's just going to keep getting older. Sure, he's really good, but we can find a young, cheap running back in the draft, so I'm getting rid of him. I said the guy was going to be really, really good, and I still think Mika Pouncey will be a good player, but we unfortunately just can't sign him. We don't have the cap room. Heading into the draft, we need to find a running back, but we got to trade away Noah in order to get the salary cap room for that. got $16 million to pick one of these running backs. I ended up taking Klein, the running back, and Dotson, the defensive back. And this season, our offense took a major step back. Our defense is still where it needs to be, potentially even better than it was last year. We are spending over $100 million out of our salary cap room on our defense, which I just think is crazy because normally in these rebuilds, I'm really focused on the offense, but in this one, I'm really paying attention to the defense, hoping that the defense can win championships, because, that's how the saying goes. And if the saying is wrong, if the saying fails me, our team has started off the season 5-0, and I'm hoping that we can improve that up to 6-0, but we aren't able to. We lose our 6th game of the season, but we're still 5-1, which is just really, really good. Our team was 5-0, but now we're down to 5-3 at the trade deadline. I would make some trades, but we would have to get rid of players, and the only guy I would get rid of would be Garrett Wilson, but since he's injured, I cannot get rid of him. Our team went down to 5-6, but we finally did get up to a tied record, and we now are 6-6 after we beat the Bills in the snow. Now our next game we're playing against the Bears, who are literally like one of the best teams, and we lose again. So now we're in the situation where we really need to keep winning games. We're still in the playoffs even though we have a losing record, because this year the AFC is absolutely terrible, so we still might make the playoffs. And we still are in a spot where we could easily win our division. Not a single team in our division has a winning record this year. Everybody's bad compared to the last few years where everybody's been good, which, I think it's kind of weird that the entire division can switch like that. But it's okay because, we started off the year 5-0, which means we have the capabilities to continue doing that, and we get the win in overtime. No! LaMichael Jeffrey got injured. Oh, that's terrible. Our quarterback, our former MVP quarterback, is injured. He's not going to be back until the Super Bowl, which means we need to really play well as a defense. We need our defense to, hold up super duper well. But we don't have a quarterback. Oh my gosh. This game is going into overtime. We have the ball. And we kick the field goal. Come on, play good defense. Come on, defense. They also kicked the field goal. And we tie our last game of the season, but win the division, and we are somehow the 4 seed with an 8-1 record. And now we've got to play the Steelers, who somehow aren't 9-8, with ancient Russell Wilson. He's 39 years old. And an ancient defense, 33-year-old TJ Watt, 31-year-old Alex Highsmith. I think we can win this game. They don't have a good offense. It's just their defense that we need to worry about. But it's kind of the same for us. I'm turning off the simulation. We need to score a touchdown in the next 40 seconds without a quarterback. And seriously, I'm just going to hand it off here. I trust our running back more than I trust our quarterback here. But we still do have to go 60 yards in 20 seconds. We have 5 seconds to score a 40-yard touchdown. We're throwing it up to Garrett Wilson, and he makes a catch, but he can't score. And we lose in the wild card yet again. Dak Prescott wins MVP over us. We did have 2 Rookie of the Years, which is crazy. And our receiver did win Offensive Player of the Year. But the Cowboys win the Super Bowl again, and we need to re-sign both of our receivers here. Which means we need to get rid of $15 million worth of salary in order to bring Quinn Williams back. He's actually 30 years old, but Quincy Williams is 33 years old. He's definitely regressing, which means I'm going to get rid of Quincy and keep Quinnen on the team. I decided I was going to take Kai Teller, the defensive lineman, in the 3rd round. Our team keeps getting worse each year, but we're still here. We still have the bald quarterback, running back, and a receiver duo, which I just realized exists. So yeah, let's do this. We are up to 100 coaching credits, which means we can come in here and increase the salary cap to $200 million and give us that much more space to get players. O'Shawn Mathis wants to come to our team. He's an older linebacker, but I'll take it. We, got another good player to bolster our defense. I guess he's not that good, but it's an improvement from what we had before. We're up to a 5-star defense here. We are at the trade deadline, and I think I want to go and make a move for a really, really good tight end. Dallas Goedert is right here. I think that's the guy I want to try to trade for. Immediately, I am going to be getting rid of Ochon Mathis. And Dallas Goedert, we're going to offer first-round pick, and we got him, which gives us a really, really good, balanced, well-rounded team. And I think that, we can keep winning here. We probably will need to trade away someone in the offseason, but for this year, I think we can continue playing well. Playing against the Dolphins here. They only have one loss all year. We need to win. And it's not happening. We're 7-7. We basically need to win 3 straight here if we want to make the playoffs. We can totally win 3 straight and get our team right back where we need to be. Our receiver's out, but if we win and get some luck involved, then we could absolutely make the playoffs. Let's just beat the Bills here. That'll give us a spot in our division over the Bills, and we get the win. Playing against the 2-seeded Raiders, they're 14-2-1. This is going to be a crazy game, but I think we can win. And we score a touchdown here. And the Raiders, we force a tackle. I don't know why I said and the Raiders, but we have won our first ever playoff game with the New York Jets. After so many seasons of trying with this team, we're in year number 5, but we have done it. For the first time in 5 seasons, after 3 wildcard losses, we have made the divisional round, and now immediately have to play the 16-1 Miami Dolphins. And now we're down by 10 with a minute and a half left. We need to score a touchdown here. We're in a very similar situation as we were to that playoff game a couple of seasons ago. Throw it up here. It's caught by the tight end. Gonna get us 11 yards. Now it's time for the running back. Gonna get the stiff arm and is gonna keep running. What a play. He might be gone. It looks like we are gonna score a touchdown. Let's go. Klein is gonna get a 60-yard run, which is so clutch. Onside kick is gonna be recovered by the Dolphins. But they just kicked a field goal. We've got 17 seconds to score a touchdown. And now I feel like we're in the same spot as we were in that other playoff game. We need a miracle here. 8 seconds from the 29-yard line. Here we go. Garrett Wilson's going to make the catch and go down at the 43-yard line here. We need a touchdown on this very play. Only receiver I can throw it to here is Garrett Wilson, and it's picked. And we lose in the divisional. I'm sorry, Ty Teller, but get off my team. I don't even care. I'm going to cut him. Kevon Adams, the linebacker, we're signing him. Starting off the season, playing against the Dolphins, and they beat us yet again for the 4th time in a row. I cannot believe our offense has gotten this good. We're up to a 5-star offense, and our offense is now better than our defense, which is crazy because our defense has been like the staple of our team for a long time.
We played really, really well at the beginning and the middle of the season, but we kind of started to get worse near the end of the season, which put us in a situation where all we needed to do was win the last game of the year and we would win the division.
But as long as we beat the Dolphins here, the division will be a win for us. And this game is a great one. We win it 28-18, and we clinch the 3 seed in the playoffs. Our first playoff game against the Raiders. The Raiders just beat us a couple games ago, so I'm hoping that we can get the win here at home in the snow. And we're up by 1 going into the 4th, and now we're up by 8. But the Raiders score a touchdown. They get the 2-point conversion, which means I am turning off the simulation right here. 44 seconds left. All we need to do is score points. And honestly, I trust our running back Klein here. But I do also trust our receivers. I'm not throwing it up. I'm throwing it short here. And it's caught, and Leal gets the stiff arm. He is going to get us almost inside field goal range with less than 20 seconds left here. I'm going to hand it off because we only need a few more yards to be able to kick a field goal here. And the stiff arm and Klein might be gone. It looks like he is. That's even better than a field goal. And we have won another playoff game. Now we're playing at the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a scary one. I believe they're the 2 seed, and they have taken control of this game. They're up 32-6 here. But we are able to score a touchdown here. Now it's a 21-point game with 1 minute and 24 seconds left. It looks like this is going to be yet another loss in the divisional round for the Jets. We're still down by 14 points with only 30 seconds left, which means we need to do that 2 more times to get 2 onside kicks. And if we lose this onside kick, then the game's over.
We had 3 wildcard losses in a row, and now this is our second divisional round loss in a row. So I am really hoping that we can bounce back next year, but luckily we were able to get up to 100 coaching credits so that we can upgrade the salary cap to get more room to sign more players.
Our quarterback won another MVP. We had the Offensive Player of the Year and the Rookie of the Year too. And the Chiefs did end up going on to win the Super Bowl over the 49ers. Front office, increased salary cap, we have done it. And now we can re-sign all of the guys we need to re-sign and still have $20 million more that we can use to get a player. LaMichael Jeffrey's good, but he's getting paid a whole lot, and he's only a 3-star, so I'm actually going to trade him away and get an even better quarterback right off the bat in Rashad Kroll. Now, if I wanted to, I could sign another good defensive player. And that defensive player that I'm going to sign is either going to be Danico or Amon-Ra. And I think I'm going to be signing Danico Fenny. And we lose our first game of the year somehow with such an incredible team. I think that's crazy. A little bit of an issue. I just learned that Dallas Goedert is going to be retiring at the end of the season, which means we really have one last year to win this guy a Super Bowl. Dang, the Dolphins beat us. Which means now they have the tiebreaker too. That is not good. The Dolphins just lost a game, which means now we are officially on top of the division, which is really, really, really exciting to see. And we win 30-6 over the Patriots. We have finished as the 2 seed. The only team to do better than us was the Chiefs, unfortunately. Alright, first game of the playoffs against the 8-9 Colts. This should be an easy win for us. And it looks like it will be. We win it 30-17. And now Sauce Gardner is back, which means our team is back up to full strength. We are in the best spot in the playoffs we've ever been, and we have not made a conference championship yet. Also, I just noticed that we have a 5-star offense and a 5-star defense, both, which is great because we've never been this good. And we get the huge win here, 37-10, which puts us into the AFC Championship game. Both of these 2 playoffs games we've been in have not even been close, and we get to be at home against the Cleveland Browns in this one. Up 13-0. We're up 21-14. We're up 28-21. Let's just play some good defense, guys. We held them to a field goal. We have to punt it away. Come on, guys. Come on, let's get a stop. We only have 28 seconds to kick a field goal and send the game into overtime or score a touchdown to win, which means this is a huge drive right here. Down to only 21 seconds after the kick return. But Garrett Wilson is just faster. He's going to get us already to about the 50. And there's Leal. Leal is going to get out of bounds. Let's throw it up. It's caught by Garrett Wilson, and he is going to go down short of the end zone. And the clock runs out, and we lose in the AFC Championship game. No way. No way. We're this far in, and we still haven't even made the Super Bowl, let alone won 2 of them. We had 2 Rookie of the Years, offensive and defensive, and the 49ers go on to win the Super Bowl. Dallas Goedert has unfortunately retired, which means we are going to have to assign a new tight end, but we have the salary cap room to absolutely do that.
I ended up picking the best tight end available, who was Tariq Luwani, who was a 3.5-star with 5-star potential.
I want to see a talent spotter so that I can just get my players up to better, higher ratings. But so far, I haven't found one. We win our first game of the season, though, which is pretty good. Still no talent spotters. But talent spotters are just not coming. They're just not coming. Let's beat the Chiefs. We lost to the Chiefs. Why are we losing to the Kansas City Chiefs? That's kind of ridiculous, but it's okay. We have a motivator. Nothing. Likeable. Nothing. Talent spotter for defense, though? But, our defense is already that good. Everybody on our defense has at least 4.5-star potential, though. I guess everybody on our offense has that high potential, too. I don't know why I'm wasting all these CCs on trying to get a coordinator, but Sauce is out, and we're 1-2 now. It looks like we're going to lose the AFC Championship rematch against the Cleveland Browns. We are at the trade deadline, and we've got a 5-star offense and a 5-star defense. There really aren't many places where we can improve this team, so I'm really just fine keeping it the way it is. The top 5 seeds in the AFC all have 3 losses, which means as long as we keep winning, we could have the 1 seed, we could have the 2 seed, we could have the 3 seed. We could really have any seed in the playoffs right now. only team that we have to deal with is the Chiefs. As long as we can just do better than the Chiefs down the stretch, then we basically just have the 1 seed. The Chiefs, they're still 12-3 and we're 12-3, so that could become a problem. And the Chiefs lost, which means now all we need to do is win our last game of the season and we have the 1 seed. And we have an easy win, 31-10, and we finish the season 14-3 with the 1 seed. But we are already in the divisional round and we will be playing against the Raiders. And at the end of the third quarter, we are up by 7. We have the ball and we just scored a touchdown, which gives us the win. 24-7, and we are back in the AFC Championship. Playing against the Chiefs. Up by 3 going into the fourth. And the Chiefs miss a field goal. But we have to punt it away. Come on, guys. The Chiefs score a touchdown, which means we're down by 4 with less than 40 seconds left. We really need to earn this win here, as Sauce Gardner is going to take the return out to the 30-yard line. 31 seconds to go down the field, 70 yards, and score a touchdown. But Leal is already open, and he's going to get us 17 yards already. I'm not taking my timeouts. I'm saving them for later, because we could absolutely use them really, really soon. But there goes Luwani, the tight end, for 19, and that's when we take our first timeout. I'm throwing it deep for Garrett Wilson here, and it is going to be intercepted. What a play by the Chiefs defensive back. Justin Reed makes the crazy play on that one. I did not expect that to happen. And that's yet another loss in the conference championship game. No way. Our team is pretty much perfect, but, we just continue losing, and the Chiefs win the Super Bowl again. Please say Patrick Mahomes is retiring so we don't have to deal with this guy anymore. Here he is. He's 36. He's got 6 Super Bowls. He has 6 Super Bowls. We are letting Patrick Mahomes have 6 Super Bowls. One more and he's literally just the GOAT. We need to lose $13 million in salary cap? I guess we'll get rid of Kayvon Adams and just sign Kroll back. Now we need to get another young defensive player for only $16 million. And Duke Amerson? I'll take him. Let's refresh this, get a 5-star offensive coordinator, and also get a 5-star defensive coordinator. So now we have a 5-star offense, 5-star defense, even before the coordinators, and we have 2 coordinators. So if we don't go crazy this season, then I don't know how we're going to win. We're in year 9 already.
I can't record all my videos in one sitting, especially the rebuilds, and right here was when I had to get done for the day. But the issue was, when I came back the next day to continue recording, an issue happened. Because I was recording the regular season, I wasn't recording my audio, just recording the screen recording just in case something interesting happened. But then it came time for the playoffs. Now the playoffs started, I forgot to start audio recording, so I closed out of Retro Bowl, which stopped my screen recording, but I didn't know, it's never done that before. So, then I got the audio recording going, it was all great, but disaster struck because then 2 seasons later, I had to be done for the day and I realized I wasn't recording that entire time. But I was already so far through with this rebuild that I thought I would still edit it anyway, just in case you guys can still see it. Because, obviously I did all this work. I'm not just going to do it for nothing. I recorded for hours. So I decided I would keep simulating and I would also play 2 more seasons. I'm hoping that you guys are fine with that. It really frustrated me that I did it, that I lost the recording. And the worst part is that we lost both Super Bowls. But, it is what it is. That's over now. So that's where this is at. So, now I'm going to go record that. And, we'll see what happens with those 2 seasons. So I recorded that, I edited the entire thing, and then I got to the situation where it was time to download the video onto my phone. Now my phone was nearly out of storage, so I decided to delete some stuff, and I ended up deleting the entire video that you were gonna watch, which means I'm just ending it here. This entire team is cursed. I'm so sorry, but goodbye.